Start with the end in mind. Know how you want your story to end. You get to write this book. The greatest book ever written is the book that you're writing right now. Every day, when you get up every morning, you're writing a book. How do you want people to remember you? What do you want them to remember about you? What is your story? What is your story going to be? How do you want the end of the story to go? When is the turning point? You get to decide that. That's the gift. The present you have now. Do something now. Get up. Go to the gym. Take on a new project. Start investing in real estate. Learn business. Go back to school. Do something. Don't just sit here waiting for something to happen, talking about you seeing angels and things like that, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. But at least heed the promptings. At least heed the guidance and listen. But the secret to life is live in the theater of your mind. Create in the theater of your mind. Every day, you have to clean your mind out. You have to do a house cleaning every day. You don't wake up and not take a shower. You don't wake up and not brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. And what you have to do every day is you have to clean your house. What's your house? Your body is your house. What's your church? Your body is your church. This is where your spirit lives. You have to take care of your body. You have to eat the right foods. You have to learn about eating the right foods. You have to put the right information in. Know what your subconscious is. Know what your imagination is. Know what your mind is. Don't sleep with the TV on, because your subconscious mind never sleeps. It's wonderful. It's greatest. Understand that we all are part of the same consciousness, the same awareness, the same mind. Take care of that mind. That's the gift. The gift that God has given you is mind. Don't be distracted with everything outside of yourself. Please, don't get distracted. There's times I watch YouTube videos, or I see something and it's 777 triple. I'm seeing 4 sevens, guys. You know, whatever that means. Somebody could look that up and tell me what it means. But I just saw 7777. Sometimes I look at YouTube videos and people, try to scare you. Remember what fear is. Fear is just trying to stop you from achieving what you desire. Don't really don't even really pay attention to fear. Fear is the enemy. The enemy to success is fear. You have to do the things that you fear. You have to get over your fear. The fear of failure. There's no failure until you're not here anymore. There's no such thing as failure. The only thing there is that you learn and you keep learning. Fail fast and hard. Fall fast and hard. That's what I meant to say. Fall fast and hard. Don't worry about failing. Don't be afraid. They used to always tell me that God is love and there's no fear in God. But you find people with these phobias and fear. You do not want to externalize your power and your energy to anything outside of yourself. Don't externalize your energy and your power to anything. I don't care what you're into. Nothing works unless you work it. I don't care. It could be a necklace around your neck. It could be a book. It could be a spells. I'm not really into that. Witchcraft or whatever. Nothing works except for you giving it the power. So I wouldn't waste my time on a lot of things that don't really move me forward. I wouldn't waste my time about things that don't benefit me or don't serve me. Whatever doesn't serve your agenda, please don't waste your time on it. Don't walk in fear. You do not have a spirit of fear. And another thing, technology. Technology could either be a servant or a master. Just like money. Money is a good servant, but a terrible master. Technology is a great servant, but a terrible master. But the truth of the matter is, you get to decide what it is in your life. Do you want money to master you, or do you want to master money? Do you want technology to master you, Or do you want to master technology? You understand? Do you want to master yourself? Or do you want your mind to master you? Because it's going to be either or. Either you master your mind or somebody else will master your mind for you. They call it TV programming. Why? Because you're being programmed. You go to church as a service. It's always about service and programming. And at the end of the day, you spend so much time programming and servicing that you have not taken time for yourself. Take time for you. Spend time on yourself, getting better, making yourself better, doing the things that you have to do to move forward, to make forward progress. You're not going to make everybody happy, but neither are you here to make everybody happy. You're here in this universe because you're an infinite creator. You're here to create. You're here to create bliss. You're here to be a pathway. You're here to be a light for the world. Know that you are a world. Understand symbolism. It's huge. Your subconscious mind speaks in symbols. Learn symbolism. Learn what it is. Learn that stuff. It's important. You don't dream in words. You don't dream in sound. You dream in pictures. So learn. I would tell anybody, one day at a time, one step at a time. You could do a little bit every day. Every day you could do a little bit. I know you said, well, I go to work, which is great, but still have a goal in that job. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got a family, so have a goal for that family. Well, I go to school. That's even better. Have a goal. Many times our young people think that commencement means the end. They're like, oh, I don't like school. I hate school. School's terrible. School shouldn't be terrible. And commencement, when you graduate, is really the beginning. Because your real learning, and the real learning starts with life. When you get out here and you start experiencing. Experience is the teacher. We learn by doing. The more you do something, the better you get. I know I got video gamers on the channel, some gamers. Guys, tell me, how do you become better at gaming? Exactly. You do it all the time. You get better by doing it all the time. Anything you do every day, constantly, you'll get better at. If you want to become a music producer, you do it every day, just a little bit. You don't have to do a lot. You're going to get better. If you want to be a songwriter, do a little bit every day, you'll get better. If you want to be a mechanic, do it every day. Do something every day, and you will get better. It's just not studying, but it's applying what you've learned. You want to be a writer, write every day. Pick up books on what you want to do. Go to the library. It's free to go to the library and get information that somebody else has done in their lives that made them successful. You can borrow that. And you can apply what works for them into your life. And if it doesn't work, you can just discard it. You don't have to use it. That's the magic about reading. I love reading on my Kindle, but I definitely would love to have a book any day of the week. A good book that's coming to mind to me right now is The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity by Catherine Ponder. That's the Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. It's an excellent book. Pick it up. Read it. Not all the time I'm going to be able to give or share what I read or what I'm into at this particular point in time. But today I felt like sharing that. I just wanted to touch base because I know there's a lot of things going on in our lives, and I know it's a lot of energy and a lot of frequencies out here. But our lives are just like when you tune in to a radio station, you got to pick up on the right channel You got to have the right frequency, find the right frequency to what you want to listen to or what you want to watch. When you find the right frequency, it resonates with you. When you find the right vibration and you meet people who are on the same vibration as you, it enhances you. It makes your life better. The quality of your life gets better. You're on a journey. When you wake up to the idea of your life and you realize some things aren't what they seem, then you're on your own path. I can't choose your path for you. Your mother and your dad can't choose your path. Your teachers can't choose your path. Nobody can choose your purpose except for you. With that being said, you have to decide and you have to know what you want, seeing the end in mind. There's a lot of things out here. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things. You know? It's your thinking that makes it what it is. If you think something is bad, then it's bad. If you think something is good, then it's good. I would like to encourage you, not challenge you. I would like to encourage you. Find like-minded people. Find people who are on the same channel as you, who are on the same wavelength as you, who's on the same frequency. Get on that wave. They're going to make you stronger. That energy, you're going to feel the love. You want to be around that love energy, that 528 hertz, that love frequency. Stop playing some frequencies. Start understanding what it is. You don't want to be walking around in a bad mood every day. You don't want to be feeling tired all the time. A lot of that has to do with your diet, eating the right foods, opposed to just being sluggish all the time, moping around, having a bad attitude. Learn what the successful people are doing. Learn what they're doing in order to make them successful. It's not hard. Just find somebody who's getting the results that you want. Find out what they're doing and copy them. Model them. Model them. Copy what they're doing that's making it work for them in their lives. That's what you could do. If you find somebody who's making 6 figures a year and you want to earn 6 figures a year, go with a pen and a paper and a notebook, friend them, ask them what it is that they do, and you model them. You model what they're doing. Find a mentor. Find somebody who can take your game from A to Z. But you have to want that. Those things aren't going to just come to you. You have to go out and get that. If you want another job, or you're looking for a job, or you want to start a business, start making contact with people. Find people who run businesses or own businesses. If you're not in the right environment, remember, your environment or your circumstances don't control you. You control your circumstance. That's the power within you. But if you sit there and you don't do anything different, you're going to continue to get the same thing. So if you're in a bad environment, there's nothing wrong with taking a bus or taking an Uber and finding the right environment. Maybe you might need to go out in nature. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. Go get some fresh air by the ocean or by a lake or by the river. You know, but do things that's going to challenge you to grow. Write your goals down. Not once a year, because I know we're about to come up on the new year. Maybe write your goals down every day. Find 10 goals, things that you really want. Things that you want. And just write it down every day. Every day. Every day. I know it's going to be a challenge, but what most people don't understand is a habit isn't established in 21 days. I know we've heard that before, that, a habit is formed in 21 days. The truth is, a habit isn't formed for most people until 66 days. It takes 66 days to form a new habit. If you want to eat right and start that habit, the best thing you could do is write down what you're eating. Write it down every day. Write it down. Then you'll start seeing the patterns. Well, I eat this at this time. This is good for me. I'm craving carbs, or I'm craving sweets. You can write that down, and then you're going to see a pattern. And then you'll be able to know how to handle that pattern. If you're working out or you're trying to work out, write down when you work out. Write down what time you work out. Do that every day. That way you'll make that commitment to yourself, and you will do it every day. You'll do it every day. Example, if you want to master your money, get receipts. Write down your receipts every day. See how much money you're spending. How much money that's going out every month. How much money that's going out. And how much money you're bringing in. But write down those receipts. Every time I go to the store, I ask for my receipts. Even though I may use a credit card or a debit card, I still want my receipts. And they're like, you want your receipts? Yeah, because I see no one takes the receipt. Why? Because every week I'm writing down where my money is going, where am I spending my money. So I get to tell my money what I want it to do for me, opposed to my money doing whatever it wants. To even be better and have better control over your finances, get receipts every day and write it down every day and see where your money's going every day. Whatever you give attention to, that's what grows in your life. If you give attention to bills, you're going to get more bills. If you give attention to bettering yourself, you're going to get better. Don't wish things were easier. Wish you were better. Get better. That's what this journey is about. This journey is about you getting better. My question to you is, did you get better today? That should be the question. Did I get better today? What did I do to make myself better? You need to work harder on yourself than you work on your job. I don't think you guys heard what I said just now. I know some people, and I know my videos aren't for everybody, and I'm cool with that. I'm fine with my videos not being for everybody. Because if you're not on my frequency, if you're not on my vibration, if you're not in my lane, then you're going to listen to this and be like, oh, that guy's, your retention won't be that long. But if you're on my wave and you understand what I'm saying, and you can resonate with it, shouts out to you. Maybe you just didn't get to the point I'm at right now in your journey. It didn't happen, and it doesn't happen overnight, but you have to be consistent. Whether you're doing YouTube videos, if you're doing YouTube videos every day or every week, you're going to get better. You're going to find out what works. You're going to find out what doesn't work. But if you get some momentum, the law of momentum, look it up, Newton, law of momentum. If you get some momentum and then you stop, then you lose the momentum. But when you get the momentum and you get in motion, you build a snowball, and that snowball grows. Every time you do something, you're going to get bigger, you're going to get better, you're going to get stronger, you're going to get faster, because that's the law of momentum. You're getting better by repeating it, doing it, working on it every day, working on it every day, working on your craft, working on your art, working on the things that you enjoy doing. Don't let things outside of you dictate who you are and what you are. Don't let your job define you. Don't let other people define you. You define who you are and who do you want to be. That's your job. That's what you get to do. You don't have to worry about what's going on outside of you. All you have to do is take care of yourself. That's it. Take care of yourself. I can't wait to meet all these new YouTubers. I can't wait to hear the content that's going to be out there, because I think there's some guys who are going to come along and they're going to be knocking the socks off of some people. And I can't wait, because I know it's a whole generation of young people, of older people, of people who love what they're doing and who are passionate about what they're doing, who need to share. And everybody who ever, like one of my videos or send me some love by telling me they appreciate it, it means the world to me. And I really appreciate it, and it makes me feel good, and it makes me want to move forward, and it makes me want to go forward. Anybody who subscribes to my channel, I subscribe back to your channel. I don't care if it's 1 million people that I subscribe to. I'm going to always try to support those who support what I'm doing. And the only thing I'm trying to do is help people understand who they are and help them grow. Just like I'm on this journey and I'm trying to grow. There were things and there were people who are on your journey who are there for a specific reason at a time, in order to help you grow, in order to help you make change, and in order to help you navigate. Some people call them angels, some people call them ancestors, some people call them, call them whatever you want to call them. But they're here in order to help you. I know I don't usually resonate with a lot of people, and I know a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying. And a lot of people, like my wife would always say, "Oh, you listening to that rap again?" Talking about X. I mean, the GOAT, we all know that. I don't have to go on about that. But it was on my journey, after maybe a few years, and finding out who he was and understanding. Nor do I believe he was perfect or anything like that, but I believe that he had a lot to share and had a lot to give. He was a unbelievable teacher. He was an unbelievable person. And I always tell people, if they listen to me, that you don't understand X. If you understood X, you would know, you would see the change, you would see the transformation, and he really transformed. And he became the butterfly. He went from a caterpillar to a butterfly. He went from a tadpole to a frog. I mean, and I don't want to use those analogies, but he was that guy. He was that guy. And I think the world don't get enough people who care enough about it to share and share principles, to share truth, understanding that our lives are governed by laws. That's probably one of the biggest things I could take away. When you understand your life is governed by laws, it could be a game changer. It could be a game changer. But you have to come to that realization. You have to find out what those laws are. You have to learn what those laws are. Then you can make a better decision, and you can make better decisions and figure out the things that you need to do in order to grow. The mind, I'm always going to say this, the mind is all. The mind is all. Outside of your mind, there is nothing. Outside of your mind, there's nothing. If you lost your mind today, what would it be? What would this world be? What would this life be without your mind? I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what philosophy you study. I don't care anything about anything outside of your mind. Because without your mind, it would be nothing. This is going to be a long video because I just feel like talking today. I just feel like getting some things off of my chest. Just remember, you are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your ship. No one gets to choose where you end up in life. That's the greatest blessing ever. Only you can choose that. So if you don't amount to what you want to amount to, you didn't have the goal. You didn't set the goal. Most people don't achieve what they want because they don't know what they want. They change their mind every day. It's a seesaw, up and down, up and down, up and down. Find what you want. Stick with it. Write it down every day. Find ideas. Write it down. Your job is to get from point A to point B. If you take one step, the universe will take two. But you have to be sincere. Your intent has to be pure. You have to really want it, and you have to want it bad enough. You can't just hope for it. You have to want it, And that takes action. That takes desire. Desire comes from within us. If you desire it and you want it bad enough, actually to say whatever you crave wants you. Whatever you crave wants you. You have to crave it. You gotta want it. You gotta gotta have it. Go get it. Go get it. The world is yours. Like Shaq said, twas him. The world is mine. The world is mine. We know this.